Hello everyone. Today's topic is working capital from 8th chapter, that is financial management. In financial management, two important decisions are very vital and crucial. They are decisions regarding fixed assets or fixed capital and decisions regarding working capital or current assets. Apart from the investment in fixed assets, every business organization needs to invest in current assets. Working capital may be defined as capital invested in current assets. This investment facilitates smooth day to day operations of the business. Current assets are usually more liquid but contribute less to the profits than fixed assets. Working capital, such as raw materials, debtors, bill receivables, etc. These assets are noted earlier are expected to get converted into cash or cash equivalents within a period of 1 year. It remains constantly receiving or circulating in business, therefore, working capital is called the lifeblood. To understand the definition, according to Lincoln, Doris, and Stevens, working capital is the excess of current assets over current liabilities. And according to J.S. Mill, the sum of the current assets means the working capital. Let us see the concept of working capital. There are two types of working capital. They are gross working capital and net working capital. Gross working capital can also be said as total current asset. The gross working capital, simply called as working capital, refers to the firm's investment in current assets. Current assets are the assets which can be converted into cash within an accounting year or operating cycle. Thus, gross working capital is the total of all current assets. It includes stock of raw material and finished goods, trade debtors, cash and bank balance, bills receivables, short-term investment, loan and advances. Therefore, gross working capital equals to total current assets. Second is net working capital, that is also known as total current assets minus total current liabilities. That means the net working capital refers to the difference between current assets and current liabilities. Current liabilities are those claims of outsiders which are expected to mature for payment within accounting year. Net working capital may be positive or negative. A positive net working capital will arise when current assets exceed current liabilities, and a negative net working capital will arise when current liabilities exceed current assets. That is, there is no working capital but there is a working capital deficit. Let us see the next, that is characteristics of working capital in continuation of the concept of working capital. The first one is short term capital. Working capital is a short term capital because it is required for day to day expenses. The second one is investment in current assets. As working capital is defined as investment in current assets such as debtors, bills receivables, short term securities, etc., they are required for investment in current assets. The third is liquidity. Working capital is more liquid than fixed capital. If need arises, working capital can be converted into cash within a short period and without much loss. It is due to this feature of working capital that The companies with a large amount of working capital feel more secure. The fourth is less risk. Funds invested in fixed assets get locked up for a long period of time and cannot be recovered easily. There is also a danger of fixed assets like machinery getting obsolete due to technological investments. Hence, investment in fixed capital is comparatively more risky. As against this, investment in current assets is less risky as it is a short term investment. Working capital gets converted into cash again and again. Therefore, it is free from the risk arising out of technological changes. The fifth one is changing form. These assets are quickly converted into other current assets forms in a cyclic manner. The current asset cycle works as follows: cash converted into raw material, which again converts to finished goods. Further, that converts into account receivables, and finally, accounts receivables are converted back into cash. So, working capital has changing form. The sixth one is to pay day to day expenses. Working capital, that is apart from serving as fixed assets financing, all business definitely need funds on a regular basis in order for its operations to continue. Working capital basically means as the financing source needed by the business entities on a regular basis so that needs will be met. The seventh one is no depreciation. Working capital as current assets cannot be depreciated the way long term fixed assets are. While working capital funds do not expire, the working capital figure does change over time. The exact working capital figure can change every day depending on its nature. Thus, depreciation is not calculated due to circulating capital and its form is constantly changing. Then, the eighth one, that is the last one, characteristics of working capital is requirement according to type and form of business. The working capital need of a business depends on a great deal on its nature and size. Like when it comes to trading firms, they require less working fixed capital. They require less fixed capital in the trading business. However, a huge pool of funds required in the form of working capital. Similarly, in manufacturing firms, fixed capital is required more than working capital. Thus, its ratio is different in each business. So, herewith we have completed the topic, the characteristics of working capital. Thank you.